Hello, my knitters. How's everyone? Stay tuned and see what I've been up to. Welcome to Recreational Knitting. This is row 60. I can't believe I've made it this far. Thanks to all of you who have been here since the start and those who continue to come back week after week. And if you're new, I sure would appreciate all the YouTube things, subscribing, liking, commenting. If you're new, be glad to have you here. Everyone is welcome here, even though I'm filming from Florida. Isn't this beautiful? Those of you who are new, we've been living in our RV for 40 months. Yes, 40 months. It was supposed to be 18. Long story, COVID, surgeries. We're back in Florida. We're looking for a home, and we will be moving to the Atlantic Ocean side. We are currently volunteering at Koreshan State Park, that is near Naples, Florida, and Fort Myers, the home of the bad devastation of Ian last year. So, on that note, welcome to all. My name is Karen. I hope you like what you see here. Got a little business to take care of here at the beginning. I've been slacking, I know it. Give me some grace here. Okay, we've got some winners. I'm gonna leave those to the end. What do you think? Is that bad? Whatever. Anyway, we are going to be starting August 1st. We're gonna be starting a shorty sock knit along. I will be posting the details later, but I'll give you a short synopsis. KCL has written a pattern that she's going to let us use, even though she's going to have it as a paid-for pattern on Ravelry. And I've been test knitting that this past week and a half, and I'm almost finished. And it's a very good pattern. I'm hoping that her good writing skills and tech editing skills, and I plan on doing some tutorials, and hopefully the two of those together will help those of you who have felt intimidated, unsuccessful, and downright scared of sock knitting. It ain't no thing, all right? You're going to be successful this time. You may or may not be able to wear it. That's okay. The way you have a first successful sock is that you get it, really. And that's what we are hoping to do here. So that's going to start August 1st. Then on August 6th, I'm going to be hosting a cast-on party. It's going to start at 10 Eastern Standard Time, and you guys will have to figure out all the time zones, where you are and what you're doing. It is a Sunday. It's a Sunday morning. And we will be, at that time, we'll be on the Atlantic Ocean side of Florida. We will not yet be working, but that's what we'll be doing from 10 to 4. So, Eastern Standard Time. So those of you in Britain, I think you'll be casting on with us if you're going to be with us sometime around 3-ish. Those of you in with California time are going to be casting on at 7-ish. Anytime you want to join us, we'll be there for 6 hours. So whenever you wake up, get your favorite beverage, get your stuff, start to get things ready in bags, things that you want to cast on. It can be one, It could be 2, or it can be as many as you want. That's your call. It could be whatever you want. If you want to start casting on the socks that day, 2 birds, 1 stone. All right, I think that's it, except for the winners, which I'll announce in a bit. You're here for the knitting, you're here for that, so let's see. I have no screaming goat to announce that we have any finished objects. Now, that's my fault. I could have easily finished 2 things this week, but I've been busy. So let's see what I've been busy doing. Here is my progress on my 5th, yes, 5th anchor tee. Here is where I'm at. This is where I was the last time. Let's pull this so you can see it. And I've knit all the way down here to where I will be doing the raglan increases. I won't give any of it away, but that's what's next. I've split. I have my markers ready to do those raglan increases. And that's what I'm doing. This is made with Remix Light from Barocco, and it's in a light gray colorway. Don't know if, I think they do it by numbers. You'd think I'd know by now. I am using, oh gosh, these are Knitter's Pride. They're the Harmony needles. Oh my goodness, and what size are they? They're US 4. Could they make this any smaller? 3.5 millimeter is what I'm using. Am I a fan of this Knitter's Pride? Fixed? Not yet. I don't think I will be, but I needed some additional sweater length. You'll see why. And I decided to jump over to the local Michael's, and they actually had those in stock. So I thought, well, let's try them. Not awful. They're pointy enough, but not too pointy. I don't know whether you can see that or not. I don't like them because I'm so used to my Chaigu red, you know, they're the cords you can't beat for the Chaigu. I wish the Chaigu had sharper points. That's one of my sweaters. It will be a short sleeved. It's an Anchor Summer tee. Love it. It's a really good pattern. It fits well, and if it ain't broke, all right. Let's see what else I've been knitting on. You've seen the one sock that I still don't have the heel in because I'm waiting for the second one to be done. I did a little bit of knitting on this. I was here last time. This is where the heel will go. So I have a foot and a toe to finish, and then we'll put on heels. I could have finished this week. I just got out of that. This is made with West Yorkshire spinners. I don't know the colorway. It's one of the flowers. It's green. That's pretty good representation. Green and purples. I'm knitting this on a 9-inch circular. This tends to hurt my thumbs. I have some arthritis in my thumbs, and I can't do this for too long, but I could have finished these anyway. So look for these for the next time. Woohoo! Get a screaming goat. All right. Let's see. I pulled out a way old whip. The ranunculus. Those of you that have been with me a while remember my hellish start to the ranunculus. There was like, I don't know what I did, but the third time is the charm. I'm not sure it's really the charm here, but it's going to be the charm. All right. I was going to get hangers for these, but decided otherwise. I started out, looks pretty good, and I'm saving enough yarn for the sleeves, as I want them to come down to probably elbow length, close to it, right above the elbow. So I only have, this is DK Vumis and one of a kind colorway, so I really can't get any more of it. So I had some other DK that's a little darker, and I thought, oh, well, let's see if that will fade. No, it's striped. So close. But anyway, this is what it is looking like. I'm getting close. And I'm not thrilled. I'm hoping it will all block out in the wash, right? That's what we all hope. So that's the ranunculus. This is where it was when I pulled it out of the bag this week. So I've knit a little bit. I was a little disappointed that I couldn't get a fade out of that, but you know, stripes are okay too. It's just that I knew I would not have enough to finish it to the length that I wanted, plus the sleeves that I wanted. So I pulled out another color, and I think it will be fine as long as it blocks out. I dislike working with this size needle, and I think it calls for a 10.5, and I think I'm using a 9.5. I just couldn't do the bigger ones. So, you know, with a little math, and I think that's what gave me so much trouble up here. I started out with 10.5s and went then down to 9.5s. But it's looking okay, and I think it will be a very nice cooler weather knit. So that's that. That's going to be finished soon, because I needed double pointed needles for the sleeves, and they came in this morning. So that's where we are. In case you wondered, blue is probably my favorite color. I can do most shades, but teal blue is my favorite. Turquoise is, you know, right up there. Yeah, it's all good. All right, let's see what this one's, how far I've come on this one. This has become one of my new favorite yarns, excuse my head. It is Style Craft, and I got this at Wool Warehouse, all the way from England. It's probably made over here somewhere. I don't know. I don't know where it's made. I know that you can get this in Canada as well. So I don't know of any U.S. company that sells this. If you know, let me know. This is the bamboo and cotton. It's supposed to be DK. It's really more sport, which is fine. I love sport yarn. So that's what, and it's in the color Coral. And this is where I was at last time. Let me get that. And I've knit that much. So this will be this is going pretty fast because I'm enjoying the yarn. I want the product as well. What you do up here is an I-cord. We'll see how that works. I've tried it on a couple times. It may need a little bit bigger I-cord than they're suggesting, so we'll see how that goes. But I like it. Stockinette, raglan, very lovely pattern. And yeah, you're going to want to know what the pattern is. And I don't have that in the bag, do I? I do. It's one that one of you viewers recommended to me. It's the Perfect Knit t-shirt by Caitlin Barthold. And this one is knit up in a white, which probably will be my next one of these. Not in white, but a beige, a natural. So, yeah, so I'm real pleased with how that's going. See, I've been busy. I couldn't finish those socks. Pardon my head again. All right. You saw my, let me get a little drink here. It's about 115 real feel today here. And while I started in the shade, I'm now in the sun. So, I showed you this last week in a special podcast. This is the Salty Air Tea. I tried it on last night. It's perfection. If anything, I could go down a size if I knit it again in something more cotton bamboo-ish, which I might. This is made with Alba, which is Jody Long's, one of his yarn lines, and it's got a little tweedy effect to it. It's wool, alpaca, and viscose, with a lot of viscose in it, actually. It's, as you work with it, it softens up. It's beautiful. This will be a nice winter in Florida sweater. It is short sleeved. Let me see, did I bring the pattern? For those of you that have not seen it, it's by Samantha Guerin. Something like that. I'm sorry, Samantha. I know you don't watch this, but if anybody knows her, tell her I apologize for butchering her name each time. And it has, of course, the lace work, which was very easy to do. So those of you that are a little intimidated by lace, this is really a good one to start with. I just finished Yume by Isabel Kramer, and while that looks much easier, it's much harder. There's more lace, but it's a definite, you can put stitch markers, whereas in Yume, that could not happen, just because of the way the pattern was. So, I'm very happy. Thank you to all who voted for Salty Air Tea, and thank you for all that voted for the green. I love it. I absolutely love it. The only thing that could make it better is if it were in cotton bamboo, and then I could wear it year round. But there's going to be chilly weather someday. Anyway, so those are all the projects that I worked on. Plus, I've been working on the sock that we'll be doing for our August sock-along. Now, I have 2 acquisitions. Shh. You're not allowed to say anything. This is the first one. I think the thrift store has a stack of knitting books, sees me coming in the front door, and starts putting them in the book bin. Yeah, I got this for $5. They're starting to raise the prices because they know they got me. I will never knit a thing out of this, but it's beautiful to look at. Contemporary Irish Knits, and this is by Carol Feller. Many of you probably have seen this book. It's a, let's see, when was this written, published? 2011, so yeah, a little old. But within this are some beautiful, beautiful patterns. The cabling, the warmth. She talks about several mills that are in Ireland. There's a beautiful shawl. And these are all truly Irish knits. She does have hats. She also has, let's see if I can get a better picture of those, cowls and mitts in this book. This is something, if you're looking for real Irish patterns, this is really a nice book. And she's using the real Irish wool, which really, if you've never worked with, is very special. So, yeah, Susan of Wild Cottage Knitting always uses Irish wool, and her projects are beautiful. Another podcast I would recommend seeing. Yeah, so that's my first purchase. $5. Oh, yeah, here's a man's jumper, as you say in the UK. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. This is something that would be, if you're really interested in, I'm sure your library has a copy. I promote libraries where I can, even though that does not sell books for the authors. It's good to support your public library. They do a lot of things. Librarians rock. And the second purchase I got was 3 skeins of organic cotton and linen. And I just got this in the mail this morning as well. It's a natural. It's made for dyeing, which I'm not going to do because I want the natural linen and cotton. I don't know, I hope you can see that. It's a fingering weight. I'll be making some kind of a sweater. I'm going to be making a podcast about helping me decide what patterns would look good with my yarns. Yeah, there's nothing extraordinarily wonderful except that it's linen and cotton. Perfect combination. So, and this comes from the Walnut Farm Designs, where I got the dyes. And this comes in 350 meters. It's 100 grams, 4-ply fingering weight, and it's 60 cotton, 40 linen, which is pretty much what I wanted, 60-40. So, looking forward to casting that on August 6th. So, don't know exactly what, because you're going to help me. Yeah. You're going to help me pair some things together. For some reason, I am definitely on a garment kick at the moment. I'm loving getting new pieces for my wardrobe, and I find joy in that. I really do. And speaking of joy, leave a comment if you have a really good pattern for that natural organic cotton linen yarn. That would be short-sleeved, summer-ish. If you know of a really good pattern, please leave it below. And on that note, I'm going to leave you here because it's like 6,000 degrees. The river seems to be boiling, not quite, but unfortunately all too true. So I'm going to get in before I take a nosedive, and just wanted to tell you, knit in peace. Bye.